Footage of the B-52 Strato fortresses taking off, preparing for strikes against Iranian military targets. Those are quite the impressive planes, as I understand it. The skies over Iran have become the front line in a rapidly escalating war, and in recent days, the United States has unleashed some of its most powerful bombers in a campaign designed to crack Iran's military infrastructure wide open. Massive strike packages of long-range aircraft, supported by fighter escorts and aerial refueling tankers, have targeted missile depots, air defense systems, and strategic facilities deep inside Iranian territory. As the bombing campaign continued, one dramatic moment nearly changed the trajectory of the conflict, particularly when a coalition fighter jet narrowly avoided being shot down by Iranian air defenses during a high-risk mission. At the center of the latest offensive are heavy bombers such as the B-52 Strato Fortress, a Cold War-era aircraft that remains one of the most destructive weapons in the U.S. arsenal. These bombers are capable of carrying more than 70,000 pounds of munitions and striking targets thousands of miles away without landing. Even after more than 70 years in service, the aircraft continues to play a major role in U.S. strategic power projection and has been deployed again as the war with Iran intensifies. Here's some brand new unclassified footage showing additional targets being absolutely obliterated by U.S. forces. More just total dominance from U.S. forces. I mean, just total obliteration. It's there, it's gone. And I mean, you're talking about small targets that they're able to strike. I mean, it's every time. The goal of the bombing campaign has been simple. The U.S. wants to dismantle Iran's ability to launch ballistic missiles, coordinate air defenses, and sustain prolonged warfare. In the opening phases of the operation, U.S. bombers reportedly focused on underground storage depots and hardened launch facilities believed to house Iran's growing missile arsenal. These sites are heavily fortified and often buried beneath mountains or reinforced bunkers, making them extremely difficult targets. That is precisely why large strategic bombers are being used, specifically because they can deliver bunker-penetrating bombs designed to punch through layers of rock and concrete. The strikes have already inflicted major damage across multiple regions of Iran. Satellite imagery and intelligence reports suggest that several key missile storage facilities were destroyed, while radar installations and air defense batteries were knocked offline. By targeting these systems early, the United States and its allies are attempting to achieve air dominance over Iranian skies. Iran wants a ceasefire, but America not ready to make a deal yet. President Trump not quite ready to call this thing over. Even still, Iran has spent decades building a layered air defense network designed to deter precisely this type of attack. The system includes long-range radar arrays, surface-to-air missile batteries, and interceptor aircraft positioned across the country. Even with stealth aircraft and electronic warfare support, penetrating this network carries enormous risk. That danger became clear during one recent strike mission when a coalition fighter jet was nearly shot down by Iranian defenses. Modern fighter jets carry sophisticated countermeasures designed to defeat incoming missiles. Pilots can deploy flares, electronic jamming systems, and rapid evasive maneuvers to break the missile's tracking lock. In this case, the pilot reportedly performed an aggressive defensive maneuver while releasing countermeasures, causing the missile to miss its target. And because of the success of these brave pilots, here's more footage of what they were able to achieve. This is going to be dozens of targets that we're going to see here. Some of these are going to be naval mine facilities, missile storage bunkers, other military sites here. This is what Iran hoped to use for the Strait of Hormuz to destroy civilian ships. And they are just being wiped out by the U.S. bombing campaign. These are all, I believe, over Kharg Island. Iran's Kharg Island is where these missiles are being dropped. And these targets are being hit. Big news for the Strait of Hormuz opening up, potentially. In response to the growing conflict, the United States has continued to reinforce its military presence in the region. Aircraft carriers, additional fighter squadrons, and long-range bombers have been deployed to support ongoing operations. Pentagon officials say the buildup is intended both to sustain the air campaign and to deter further escalation. Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth has indicated that the United States is not slowing down its operations, stating that military activity is accelerating, not decelerating, as the conflict unfolds. Strait of Hormuz is a priority for the United States. They want to keep that open now. They want to get that open, keep that open in the future as Iran continues to make threats. Big point of emphasis for President Trump and his administration. Meanwhile, President Donald Trump has warned that the war could last longer than originally expected. While early strikes have been successful, dismantling Iran's military infrastructure could take weeks or even months, depending on how fiercely Iranian forces continue to resist. American bombers continue to pound strategic targets while fighter jets patrol the skies to protect them. Every mission carries enormous stakes, not just for the pilots flying the aircraft, but for the broader geopolitical balance of power in the Middle East. And as the near shootout incident proved, every single missile fired at the right moment could turn a routine strike into a life-or-death struggle thousands of feet above hostile territory. In modern warfare, dominance of the skies often determines the outcome of the entire conflict. The United States is clearly determined to secure that dominance, but Iran's defenses are still fighting back, and the battle above the Middle East is far from over.